That was Malcolm Smith of the Seattle Seahawks, last year's Super Bowl champions. In the iconic Disneyland commercial we see every year after the game, some folks watch the Super Bowl for the game, some for the commercials, some for the halftime show. Marketers will be watching it to find their next star. Sam Caucci is CEO of Sales Huddle Group, and he joins us now on Super Bowl marketing. Sam, how are you?
Good, Paul. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So how big a deal is this game for the marketers?
It's huge. I mean, the game drives, you talk about Super Bowl Sunday every year being the mecca of marketing and advertising budgets across the country. We got a huge storyline this year. You got 4 of the top 10 brands from a player side on the field. You have some of the interesting storylines at a Super Bowl media day this week. Usually traditionally a pretty slow week. It's been pretty exciting with all the news with Marshawn Lynch and whatnot, but it's going to be a huge week. Brands are going to be putting their the money on the line and hope to connect with customers.
Yeah, and you have in this game some very, very strong personalities. How big a deal is that to them? And some of them are controversial. Does that matter?
I think that the pre-game storylines to the Super Bowl change in an instant based off who wins. And you have, multiple players in this game that are strong brands. You got 2 of the biggest with the quarterback from both teams, with Russell Wilson with the Seahawks and Tom Brady with the Patriots. But that's not really, where the opportunity is. Those guys have full slates already in their marketing and endorsement deals. I think that the biggest upside out of the Super Bowl is going to be with future stars. You're going to see these future players that emerge from this game and don't have a lot of buzz right now are going to be the brands you see on that commercial you see right after the game.
Right. Does that happen often, that somebody emerges from this game as an unlikely hero and that person becomes a marketable commodity?
Yeah, it's happened. I mean, it's happened dozens of times over the years. And it's the biggest show with the biggest opportunity for players who are approaching free agency. And eyes go to the quarterbacks, eyes go to the big brands. But it just takes one play to change the game for some of these guys out there on Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Deflategate, the Patriots. Everyone knows it, so we're not going to go into the details of it. But how does that affect this team from a marketing standpoint?
I think it's definitely affected some brands as they've approached the Super Bowl. I think that Deflategate will deflate itself after this game. If the Patriots win, it's going to, short-term memory here with teams that come out of the Super Bowl on top. Tom Brady, the New England Patriots, are looking to be one of the best teams of all time. You're going to see fans gravitate and go in droves to the team that comes out on top.
Yeah. Sam, last question. Who do you think is going to win?
I got the Seahawks with a field goal in the final minutes. So yeah. I'm rooting for the repeat.
See, what I meant was, who do you think is going to win the marketing game?
Well, there's multiple games. I think that you have some of the big brands that everybody always looks for with Budweiser and some of those categories. I think that you're going to see, I've seen a lot of good stuff online with some brands testing out, from Pizza Hut and some other brands have been testing some stuff out on YouTube, which I've never seen before, and getting their pre-test done and out of the way. You're going to see some of those guys that have been able to really test their message, be successful on Sunday.
All right, Sam, thank you very much.
Thank you.